Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But if this is on, this is a Stefani edition of Terence, the works of Terence. As you can see, it has the Stefani printer mark. This is from 1541. This is a Basel edition from 1484 of the works of Petrarch. It's only a few leaves bound, but it is kind of interesting. This is the works of Roger Bacon from 1671. This is not a first edition, this is a later edition, but it is the full 1671 edition, as you can see. Quite beautiful, actually, if you look at the edge of the paper here. All of these have been rebound. Other things I have include this is a collection of the works of John Milton. As you can see, it was printed in Amsterdam. He was still quite controversial in England at the time. This is from 1698 and is mainly letters of Oliver Cromwell. It's in Latin. Other books we have are, well, this is a 1641 edition of a work about the Troubles, as they called them at the time, the English Civil War. This is a 18th century work also about the Civil War. These two are the works of Josephus. This is the Spectator, this is the London magazine, both 18th century. This is a 19th century, I think it's a Masonic magazine. These are 19th century. Oh, this is another Spectator. Up here we have everything you could imagine, from a 17th century stud book to various geographies. This is a Tacitus here. This is Thompson's Religion. This is a facsimile Spectator rebound. So is this. This is a rebound Myths of the Middle Ages. I have other things. Here's a few other of my more interesting works. I won't go through them all, but others. This is a Vicar of Wakefield here. This is a, in Middle English, this is Margaret Kemp's book. This is an English edition of it. This is a travel log of all things, or more. Let's see, what else do we have? This is a modern Elsevier, and the reason I say modern is this is actually in the 1940s, Arkham House. Over here, it's a bit dark in this room, let's get some light. We have original Elseviers. This whole shelf is nothing but Elsevier, as you can see. Below, we have some other works, and you can't really see it because of the light. Let's see if I can get a little light here. No. Well, you have to stick with that, but several other interesting books down there. I have many others. Here we have some other works. This is an Aldine here. This is a Christophus. There's a Plantin in here somewhere. Don't know which one it is. This is an original early Erasmus. Some of these are like, well, let's see. That's Corticablin. No, that's, what is it, de Grevy? Something witchy like that. This is funerals, services for Romans in the 17th century. Here, this one's interesting. Let's bring it over and show it off. Original binding on it. You can tell this is English. Take a look at the English paper here. See how rather rude and rough it is? But this is a Life of Muhammad, as you can see. It's from 17, what would that be, 1718. But one thing that's interesting is, notice this. This is 18th century English paper. Notice how rough and dirty it is. This is 15th century French paper. Much better quality. And the real good stuff, you can see, is early 15th century incanavula paper. Very nice hand-done paper. How do you turn this off?